Hello, my people. Lion Spirit here. Welcome to my stream. You know, if you have gone through narcissistic abuse and still healing, you're still on the journey of recovering, then this message is for you. You know, the narcissists that abused you, probably they teamed up, they got support to bring you down. And you can see it in a metaphorical way that they ripped you apart and because you were too big to bring you down in one piece. So they ripped you apart like scavengers would and put you in boxes. And when you're healing, you're reversing this process. And when you are still struggling in the progress of healing, of recovering, of reinventing yourself, because this is what you actually have to do, then this is because you are still in the box. But I can encourage you and assure you you are on the right way. You have to be persistent, resilient, and go on with that process. At some point you will be out of the box. And this is the progress we need, the affirmation we need that we are on the right track. And you know, the thing is, you will have to reinvent yourself in some way, because when you stepped out of that dysfunctional unit you were abused at, they will have impacted you. You know, you have been together, closely together with multiple personalities that are, you know, they might have malicious envy. They want to control you, they trained you. You know, the narcissist has a fantasy, an idealized fantasy of you, and then he tries to make you obedient and comply to this fantasy by rewarding you if you act the way you're supposed to act, or by you know, punishing you if you have your own will, your own idea, you want to hold on to your freedom. So you have been trained, you have been dumped down, and all kinds of abuse. You know, you might even have been together with people who actually belong into medical treatment and therapeutic treatment in order to not be malicious to the social environment we live in, right? And you made it out as a survivor and you're on the recovery track, you know, and this alone is a great achievement. And I tell you, these people you were together with, they are not worth that you sacrifice parts of your personality. So you should remember who you are. You should reinvent yourself and not leave anything back of you. You can sacrifice these people. You allow them to go, to leave your life. You allow yourself to heal. And this sacrifice is necessary, because you will need something, and when you sacrifice you get a reward, and you sacrifice these people around you that abused you. And now you need something because you will be alone for some time, you know. And yeah, what does it mean to heal, to reinvent yourself, to unbox yourself out of these boxes because you have been ripped apart. When you step out, there has been damage done on you, but when you step out of this, the necessary steps, we all know it: no contact, having your own private sphere, being completely independent, financially, everything. Of the narcissists, the abusers, they use everything against you. Don't ask them for anything anymore, ever. You're not asking, you're making the rules now, okay? This is the frame for healing. This does not enable healing. This is where it can begin. Okay, you will, as I said, when you step out, there is still damage over time running because they have inflicted damage over time, like poison, or bleeding. And you have to address everything, and also so-called introjects, which are self-doubting voices in your head, but they don't belong to you. You know yourself, you have time to remember yourself now. You will go back in your memory through all the gaslightings, through all the things, and this will cause damage again because you go through the process again, what happened to you. But it's necessary, but don't go to the places over and over and over and over and over and over again. You go there, you understand it, you let it go, you fix it, and it's done. It's not you who is crazy, it's not you who is abusive, it's not you who belongs into medical treatment, They try to put this on you, and let me tell you, if you feel you are still in that box of having negative thoughts, maybe grieving, revenge, hateful thoughts, feeling there is negative energy directed towards you. This is also not yours, you have never engaged in something like that, right? If you remember where you're coming from, how you feel towards people, you're open. You're not competing with anyone, you're not envious on someone. You're not, you know yourself, remember yourself. But if you have still these feelings, then you're in the box, you have been boxed in this box because they treated you, they forced you, they violently engaged with you, and there is only this chance to get out of this box by being in this healing environment, in independence. But you will get there. Even sometimes you will feel like going through the desert with nothing to drink, nothing to eat, no shadow, no place to rest, no friends, no nothing. But you have to go on, and at some point you may reach your oasis. You will have small accomplishments. You will feel, oh, I can let it go now, finally. I feel this, what happened to me, but I can smile about it and let it go. This is where you have to get to. And further and further and further and further and further, you don't want to become like the people that abused you, because they are driven by negative motivations. They are running away from their own nature. They try to put their own nature on you. So their motivation is moving away from something negative, which is themselves. And this is where the envy comes, the malicious envy comes, and all that mental violence, which is the same as physical violence, because body, mind, soul, it's all the same thing, right? Yeah, so you need to let this go, One of the weapons the narcissists use, in my experience, is like putting a big pile of shit very close to your private sphere in your life. And shit, you cannot handle shit. And maybe this is even that psychological background of maybe some people are stuck in the anal phase. That's not a joke. I'm completely serious in this case. That's how I felt sometimes, and some of them. Um, yes, and they are definitely not very mature personalities, and they had this break in individuation when they were child. So this is not. This is not. I'm not joking when I say this. And you don't want to handle it. You can only go away because it will stick to you. They are right with their strategy. The strategy works. Yes, it's infective. You know, sick behavior is infective. You cannot be together with sick people and stay sane and healthy over a long time. You have, at some point you will feel, I'm out. I have to go now. All right. And reinventing yourself and remembering yourself is an important process. You should go no contact also all the people from these circles, everyone. You will figure out they might be flying monkeys, and you cannot blame these people for it. They might have known the narcissists rather on a shallow level and on that superficial level that the narcissists project on the surface to the outside, and then they manipulated everyone. So let all the people go. This is the sacrifice that you can happily give, because the people will also just remind you on the narcissist, the people that you were hanging around in this time. Yes, let allow these people to go. Allow yourself to heal, and you can cling on to very old circles. This helps you to remember who you are. You know, the unpoisoned memories of your life that made who you really are. And also combine the very old circles with all new circles. Um, and there will be a break with your connection to society too. You will have to reintroduce yourself to society. You will have to reintroduce yourself to other people, to new people. You will have to get new trust, because you are like a fish that bit in too many baits, and you figured out every bait was with a huge hook, and the things that looked promising to you, they hurt you. So you don't trust in anyone anymore, in anything. You don't bite anything anymore. And you see narcissism everywhere. You might be in a nice conversation and you see someone who tries to lead the conversation, and you see, oh, this person is manipulative, and you start mistrusting everyone and each one. And the people in the street, you know, there will be this break in society that the people in the street, even you're suspicious to everyone. You are alienated because your mind was trained to be highly sensitive on seeing this narcissism, and it helped you to survive, and it is a superpower, and you are right. It is everywhere and in everybody. But it does not mean that everybody is using it abusive and to trick you and to get something out of you. So you have to unlearn it a little bit. You have to learn to trust again. And get out of all these boxes. And you feel that you're still in the box whenever you struggle, whenever you look for new ways to get out, to fix it. You know, you might look on spiritual ways, you might look for psychological ways, physical ways, like, you know, meditation, sports, running, training, meditation. I said it, like prayer is the same for me. And yeah, these things show that you're still struggling, but at some point, if you have enabled the necessary steps, you will figure out that you will make progress and leave the things behind. which are very important to leave behind. Like these voices also, the self-doubt, you know, I have my kids here, there's not voices in my head that you hear. Yeah, so it is important to remember these things. My people, I will take care of my children now. They are a blessing. And they remind me of who I really am and why I'm here. I'm not here to fight with narcissistic people or fight for survival or compete about everything or fight against envious people. You know, I am here to live within a social community, within society. I am here to be a good father. I'm here to go with you people on your journey. And I hope that you will be able to reverse the process, you know, fix yourself, get yourself back together, be well composed, you know. This is possible. You have to remember yourself. And it's a long process. And you need the small steps. And I can tell you, you will have the success. You will leave things behind you struggled before. And if you need advice, more advice about how to get there, if you struggle, it's a good sign if you feel, I still struggle, I need to get new methods. Go on, this is survival. You feel, I need something, I'm looking for it, and you will find ways. And there is a lot of help. You find that on YouTube everything, there are specialists that can tell you in which sequence you have to do the steps. You have a lot of streams of narcissistic awareness, just like mine. So I tell you, I wish for you that 2024 is your year, that you make the progress necessary, that you unveil everything, that you let it behind, that you take full responsibility for your life, and no more responsibility or accountability for the people who acted maliciously, with no remorse, with no mercy, with no empathy, with no emotional intelligence. Take back all this power, it's yours, and start to use it for you. Not take, not mitigate the damage that others do to the environment. No. You use your energy now for you, because it is wasted what you give to them, okay? Don't waste it no more. Use it for yourself, for your close environment that you create now. And in another video I told you, it's time to wear your crown now. It's time to stop walking around like a king. It's time to walk as the king. Okay? And it is a blessing to do things on your own. I don't have a servant who will switch off the camera for me or edit my video on YouTube or do this or that. I'm doing things my own now, right? Have a safe day, my people. And I wish you a good journey for healing. Don't give up and don't leave things behind of your personality. Remember it, get it back together, and smile over yourself and over your enemies and pray for them and bless them. Okay? One love, my people.